I know it's reversed. All right, we're live. This is our first time. Look at my hair. I'm trying to fix it. This thing don't let you have like a let you see what you look like.
So I don't know if my ponytail on top, yes,
Well, they always talk
is
about
twisted.
that.
I
Even
know.
you,
Everybody's saying, "What's that
you
on top
even
of
know
her
what
head?"
you look like, and you still
Who
choose to look that way.
cares? Y'all can talk
All
about my
right,
do.
all right. Here we go. All right, so let's go live. Here we are. We're live.
Okay.
We are live.
Mhm.
Okay, this thing right here lets you see how loud you are, I guess, because I be getting loud.
I know. So they'll probably go off the chart for you.
Oh, so this is better then.
I don't
So
know
when I
because
get-
it'll always be at that last dot for you then. If
No,
you're
no, I
talking
can see
really
though.
involved.
But when we taping, I don't know how loud I
you
am.
really care and you really
On this one, I can see how loud I am. So this is good. Okay.
can see my.
And then I
my
don't
shirt is
know.
backwards.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to be on
It was
something else.
report, yeah.
And then I don't know. Like I'm assuming we'll see. You know, if anybody comes in, I don't even know if anybody's gonna come in. But we tape live anyway on Facebook. So this is our first time going live on YouTube.
This platform.
On this platform.
Okay.
So I don't know if anybody will come in the room or not. We'll see.
You know, we'll just be in the room.
It don't
Come
matter.
on in the room.
All right. All right. So let's talk about we're on the Breakfast Club, hot topics, and this is what they talked about. Well, they started off. I don't know where they started off. Again, I just go by
kind of run with whatever.
I just go by whatever they talked about.
Okay.
Regina Hall was on there.
Okay.
All
She's
right.
gonna be on The View tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Is she talking about that movie?
She talked about the movie that we did. If you go
She's
to one
selling that movie, y'all.
If you go to one,
and I gave it the wrong title. I'm sorry.
If you go to one of our old videos, it's "Hunk for Jesus," right?
I told her wrong. I say "Hunk,
hunk
if you love
Jesus or something, and it's "Hunk for
It's
Jesus."
the same. Hunk if you love him. Hunk for him.
No, because you can hunk for him, but that don't mean you love him.
Why would you hunk for him then?
You can hunk because you think he's a cool guy.
You know
that don't mean you love him. That's what I'm saying.
Hunk
so,
for Jesus. Beep,
right,
beep.
right. All right. So she talked about that, like you said.
Okay.
And
what does she have to say?
Well, of course she's gonna sell the movie. She said she listened to and talked to a lot of first ladies, and to get like an idea of how they mega churches and stuff. And
that's not good.
They Charlemagne and Angela Lee liked the movie.
I'm telling you, you got to look at it from a different perspective.
Because you said you didn't like it, right?
I said it. I looked at it from a different perspective. I understand it.
Okay.
I felt that more should have been more. They should have given us more.
Okay.
It was missing something. It was just too documentary for me. I wanted to actually see a church service, an offering time in the back room where the deacons is maybe somebody taking $1.
Why they didn't do that?
That kind of stuff.
I think her being on the Breakfast Club explained it.
Oh, okay.
She said that the movie, first of all, the people who wrote it or whatever, they was pitching the movie, so they had to go fund me and raise money for the movie. So it's low budget. And so she said they didn't expect it to go anywhere. It was supposed to be just picked up at like those festivals or something.
Yeah.
And the Sundance Film Festival picked it up. And then from there, I think Jordan Peele said he can produce it.
Oh, he put his money into it.
Her company helped produce it. So it was a movie, I think, that wasn't supposed to go anywhere.
But even low budget.
Mm-hmm. They could have been in a church or something.
They could have been in a church.
Okay.
They could have asked a mega ministry or a ministry, could they use their building?
Right.
And have people who not get paid $1.
Yeah.
Come fill up the thing and just have like scenes from an actual service with him preaching.
Right.
Something.
But the thing is that, and they kind of alluded, because I guess Charlemagne was trying not to tell what happened in the movie. Was there a love scene between those two?
Yeah.
And he wanted her to do something. Probably the way men.
In fact, it was.
She should have known right then.
It was sad because you can kind of see. I don't know if first ladies have told her that. Were they really free with how their marriage is? Because it is about pleasing him more than her. She wanted to be pleased, and he couldn't do it. She said something was going on with him.
She said they talk more about like all the stuff that first ladies do that people don't give them credit for. I think that because they do. She asked Charlemagne, she said, your wife probably does a lot that people don't know that she does behind the scenes. Yeah. And he says, yeah.
I think that's a wife, not so much a
like
first
keeping
lady.
the family together.
Yeah.
So she does that. That's pretty much what she does.
Because if you think about it, a military wife.
Yeah.
Whose husband has gone away for 6 months to a year, she's holding the fort down.
So pretty much that's what she said. She talked to them about.
But that sex scene was like, it made you think.
And she said she knew it was going to be controversial. She said she knew that the movie
I
was
don't
going to be
even know
controversial.
why. If we don't have common sense that this is not happening in churches, are we stupid?
I don't know. Well, you remember black people don't like you to talk about church.
What? I don't know why.
Because
even if you pretending to shout, we got the Holy Ghost.
They keep
and
we
don't
try
like
to
that.
pretend like the homosexuality not there, and the guys
and the pastors come on to the man and the women and got a woman in the choir
and the deacon board. That's all the same jokes.
The movie that I saw, Greenleaf, was about ministry problems and shade and
people don't like you talking about that.
I don't care.
They like
it's real. It's real.
So that's basically what she talked about.
Okay.
She came and talked about the movie and all of that.
So
stuff.
She did talk to some first ladies.
She said she talked to some first ladies and they gave her some
about the hats.
She said that the hat. What was the big deal about these hats?
The previews was the bigger your hat, the closer you are to God.
Oh, okay, all right.
And a lot of first ladies wear hats. There are first lady tailors. There are first lady stores and boutiques that you go to.
Yeah.
I had went to one in Chicago. I looked around and I said, "Oh, this is first lady outfits."
All hats.
No, it was hats. It was suits.
Right.
And just the way a first lady would look.
Not that couple that Mama watch on YouTube.
Ooh, they're different.
Yeah,
breed.
they're a whole nother.
They like a next. They have 25th power.
Right. So that was it. That was basically
like Michael Jackson.
That's all she talked about. She just was there to promote the movie and get people to watch it.
I would say I wouldn't say not to waste your money. Go look at it.
All right.
Or see it on Peacock if you have Peacock.
Okay. Well, then
go look at it. Support.
Well, I'm not looking at it because you already saw it.
Well, I already told you. I was just throwing off with that love scene. I'm surprised they talked.
Yeah, they talked about it. Okay, so then they talked about the BET Awards. It's coming up. No, it's coming up.
Did we miss that?
Fat Joe is gonna host it.
Okay. That'd be different.
That was basically, they talked, but he didn't remember. I told you recently.
He's got some controversy.
Well, remember I told you recently. He went off on saying about black people saying that they the only ones. He's gonna say something. You know what? He probably gonna have an opening with Puerto Ricans.
He should.
Watch. He probably gonna have an opening with Latinas in hip hop. And coming out playing the drums and dancing.
Show how they've been participating in this music for years.
So now then they also talked about Your Real House of Potomac is coming.
Oh, okay. I hope that's okay because I kind of fell off the wagon.
They showed the previews. A lot of drama on this one. It is
already. They have the same women.
Same women. Looks like Cherie is back. It's Cherie, right? The original one.
Yeah.
Look like she's back.
The one that kind of got, her and Karen.
It looks like she's back. I don't know.
She was a lot of shade.
Right.
She had the issue with her ex.
Yeah.
Had to get over that.
Peter, what's her name's ex-husband from Real Housewives of Atlanta. He on there.
Who is he dating?
Apparently, I don't know because apparently somebody said I heard you and Peter are dating or something like that. That was in the previews.
He's dating Giselle.
I don't know. That was the preview.
Jamal Bryant's ex?
We don't know. But that was the preview.
Wow.
That was a controversy.
Maybe he'll do better. It's not controversy, is it?
Well, no.
If he's gotten better.
That's not the controversy.
What is it?
The controversy is Giselle went off on Candace. Remember Candace, the beauty queen
from Howard University.
Candace's husband tried to holler at Giselle, send her something in her DM.
Come on now, he's not a bad-looking white guy.
Well, the bottom line is Giselle didn't like it. She told Candace about it.
I'm glad she responded that way.
Candace don't like that Giselle said it. They arguing and going back and forth.
Wait a minute. She telling you about your mess you need to clean up.
She's saying Giselle is lying. And you know how that's what I'm saying.
Boo-boo.
So that's
Giselle's a nice looking lady.
That looks like that's the controversy. Okay. And then Karen goes off on somebody too and cusses them out. You know, she never really cusses.
Okay.
That's like the big controversy. It looked like she was cussing out Cherie. I don't know.
Anything with Wendy, she never had anything going on but her new boobs and everything.
then Robin wants a prenup this time.
When they give
last time,
that make him mad.
Nah, he's mad.
I know he's mad.
You and say you want a prenup?
I had the money from the beginning.
Now she got money.
You sign it.
She got money.
Ooh.
So that was the whole.
I can't wait. They already started with drama.
That's the whole drama.
Much better than the Real House of Atlanta.
The Real House of Potomac.
Okay.
And apparently on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, all the contracts went out and they signing everybody again.
Oh, what's the name?
And Portia might come back. And Phaedra. And Candy might be leaving. but we don't know.
Oh, okay.
That's
mess. So that'll be okay.
That's the controversy.
And Marlo still keeps her peach.
Apparently, Marlo called. She the only reason why people probably was watching the show.
I know.
And Candy gonna go away if Portia. Phaedra come.
Yeah,
I think. Right?
I don't think she want to be on the same set.
So I don't know what's going on.
But I thought she was dipping and diving in Housewives of Dubai.
I don't know what's going on.
She just needs a gig. That's what it is.
They were showing
she'll walk on whatever station.
Yeah, they were showing Phaedra and her husband, the ex-husband, that got out of prison and all that. So we don't know. Wow. It's more of a storyline, honestly, with Phaedra, I guess.
Yes, and Portia. Yeah. Bring those knuckleheads back.
So the rapper Redman, you brought your little book this time. She writes down the rappers.
You guys, I'm learning who these rappers are. I don't know these.
She writes down the rappers whenever
school,
I
know
say the name.
Man, 50 Cent.
Yesterday I said Kodak Black.
I don't know no money bag, yo.
I said Kodak Black yesterday. Did you write him down?
Let me see if I had him from the other day. Kodak Black.
So you don't have him.
No.
Write down Kodak Black. I said him yesterday. It was a few I said yesterday.
Is it K? Kodak?
Yeah, Kodak.
Like a Kodak moment?
Yeah.
Kodak Black?
Yeah, Black. He's black. He's black.
You know what?
Today I'm talking about Redman. And you know Redman. Redman and Method Man, they do those high movies where they get high, whatever. I don't know.
Redman.
He is an actor. He do more acting.
Who's the one
now.
that was engaged? Who's engaged to Tony Braxton?
That ain't nowhere near no man.
What's his name?
That's oh shoot.
I thought his name had man in it.
Y'all know who I'm talking about.
A red or man. He was engaged to Tony Braxton.
Why am I not Birdman?
See? I
said, why can I not think of his name?
I know he had a man in his name.
Birdman.
But he a rapper.
He owned the record label.
See? Y'all can play with me all you want to, but I remember his name had man in it.
That's Birdman.
Okay, Birdman.
All right, well, anyway, Redman today.
I don't even think I got Method Man on here.
You could put Method, and you know Method Man.
I know Method
He did
Man.
a lot of movies.
I like
and
Method
stuff.
Man.
Yeah,
cool.
Wu-Tang.
Okay,
the group Wu-Tang, which I'm gonna talk about later today.
Okay.
Redman apparently got his skydiving license, so now he can skydive. He can skydive without somebody going out with him. He can jump out by himself.
License for that?
You need a license. If you don't have a license, somebody got to go out with you. Oh, wow. You got to be strapped on to somebody.
So you mean you have to have done it so many times? You do it right.
He said he worked hard to get that. He said he had to go through a lot of lessons and everything.
What made him want to do that?
He wanted to do it. So he's a licensed
skydiving.
He's a licensed skydiver now. Redman.
Okay.
So that's him. He be in movies, so he probably gonna do some movie where he gonna do his own stunt.
Yeah,
and that'll be the end.
I'll do it.
And we won't see Redman no more.
That'll be the time where
the last Redman.
What's his name's set where the gun went
off. Okay, so
here's
an update on the weekend. Remember, I told you about him
canceling the concert.
Apparently, it wasn't the first song; it was the third song. He canceled. It don't matter. He shouldn't have canceled.
He worked his way through the first and the second. Why are you gonna say third? I'm done.
Right. So apparently, his doctor has cleared him, and he's ready to come back out again, and they'll redo the show for LA that he missed because he couldn't do it. Because
why couldn't he have caught this in his sound checks or
the bottom line
is
before? Like we said yesterday, if you can't sing, it doesn't matter. Back in the old days, you still sung. Back in my day, you know how we always talk about when you're old, you sung,
and they would just take the song down, or they just wouldn't do their high.
Now here's somebody who was a real trooper, Justin Bieber.
Okay.
Justin Bieber, he canceled his shows, but it wasn't in the middle of the show like The Weeknd did. He has a real sickness. Remember, he has that illness.
Yeah, he sure does.
And he said he tried, he powered through, and he finished the show.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, he has to cancel.
He went public with his health.
So why didn't he cancel in the middle of his song? That's what I'm saying. Weekend, sorry.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's high voice. No, you're thinking of what are you talking about? Justin Timberlake.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
This is Justin Bieber.
Okay, I had to think of a song with Bieber. Okay.
Girl, you got that.
But he does high sometimes.
Not really.
No. Oh, but he just was sick.
Yeah. Okay. But he has real health issues.
Yeah.
So I can see him.
And make it known about some concerns so people won't be like, oh, man.
Right. Well. So then Charlemagne, even when Regina Hall was on there, he kept talking about this stupid song, Nuck If You Buck. It's a rap song. You don't know it. Y'all know it.
Who's if you know the rapper that sings it?
It's a group.
Is he on my list?
No, it's something.
It's a rap
Y'all
group?
know who I'm talking about. It's a group Nook, if you book, Nook, if you book.
Is that
Anyway,
sexual?
I don't know.
Oh.
Anyway, Charlamagne said it's a Negro spiritual, and every black person should know that song. And apparently Regina Hall had to learn that song. Did they do that song in that movie?
It's in the movie?
I don't know. Did they? Because she had to learn it.
I don't
Unless
know.
it's for another movie she did.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. She had to learn their song.
Oh.
Did they rap?
In the car.
Okay.
They was singing a rap. They was
honk for Jesus.
They was rapping in the car.
She had to learn it.
Dirty language.
That's it. Nuck if you buck.
And she did the female version.
Yes, that's
and
it.
He did the pastor in the driver's seat doing.
That's it.
And I'm sitting there going, what?
And he said that's Nuck if you buck. And he said that's like the wobble. That's like a Negro spiritual. If you don't know that song.
Ain't no
so
wobble.
She said she had to learn that song. So they did do that song.
It had a nice groove to it. But
that's a famous song.
That's not a
it ain't a Negro
wobble.
Spiritual.
Yeah. Man, Negro, you went too far even saying that it is.
That's Charlamagne.
Oh, that's the song they sing in the
Nuck
car.
if you buck. Yeah. God Nuck if you buck. I mean,
it's kind of like too, like they was really.
It's almost like I kind of understand when he said Negro spiritual, because it's almost like we flexing, like we'll punch you in your face if you need. We ready to go down if you ready to jump.
And that's why they probably had them sing that, because their ministry was going through some hell.
Yes,
and they just we read.
Yeah, Nuck if you buck. All right, that's so funny. Then they brought up the whole thing with Kanye West and Adidas.
Okay.
Diddy was like, boycott Adidas. I'm not wearing Adidas and all this. I told you. They ready. Switch Beats. All of them.
Adidas, y'all better be scared.
But hold on. I told you Kanye is crazy as a bed bug. I wouldn't get behind everything he says. Because he retweeted. He came up and said, no, hold back. I talked to him. Everything is fine. See, now you done got everybody all up in arms.
I bet you Adidas called him quickly in because they know.
Because they know. Mouth. So he called the dogs off of him. I told you.
Adidas said, get him on the phone quick.
Get him on the phone.
Get him in the office.
So apparently,
this is what we're going to do, and you can do it.
He's doing his thing with Adidas. They did rip his shoes off, though. It was those sliders. I thought it was some gym shoes. It's those sliders.
Oh.
The ones I told you were sitting there, and I not the ugly one that you like.
The slider ones I like too.
Yeah, those.
Where you slip your foot in and have like a really funny hip bottom.
Yeah, Adidas did those.
I like that.
They did a knockoff of it.
But it's his name on it.
That shoe you
got on it.
That shoe you bought is a knockoff of Crocs. That shoe you bought that's sitting over there is a knockoff of Crocs.
Yeah, but it has its own name.
It's not their style. It's Crocs.
Well,
people be stealing people's styles, man.
It ain't like I got it from Kmart or Walmart.
No, you spent at Nordstrom's. They knocked whoever that person is knocked off Crocs.
Okay, it could have been made in China for all we know.
At Nordstrom's, you think?
It wasn't us Nordstrom's. It was Ross.
Oh, you went to Ross.
You know how you pay less.
Oh, well, yeah, you probably bought those. Probably got made in China on the bottom of.
They may be because Ross sometimes do sell some.
I thought Coach. Was from
you get a Coach pair of shoes from
But anyway, Kanye, I guess he fixed whatever he had with Adidas. Off. Okay, he called the dogs off.
Adidas was scared,
and people was threatening the CEO of Adidas, putting them in memes and all kind of stuff. And he said, don't go after him anymore.
Okay, you
leave
guys,
him alone.
Isn't this a hint? We're looking
at
Comb Over and his little power group. The hint and a half of the power that we have.
You do. If you're a celebrity
in that world.
People are stupid. They follow. They're sheep. So they follow whatever somebody tells them.
Jay-Z, all the high,
he already had Swiss Beats.
Boycott, that's it.
He already had Swiss Beats saying boycott. And then yesterday, Diddy said it. So he had to call the dogs off of him. Oh. And I said it. I said Kanye is powerful enough, in my opinion, to open his own stores.
Yeah.
He doesn't even need Adidas, and the Gap and all of that.
They must have worked the deal with him.
They smart. They was like, we don't want that headache.
Oh man.
With him, he'll be tweeting about us and putting us on Instagram
everywhere.
And telling people if you see somebody with Adidas on, talk about them.
Right.
So people don't want to wear it.
People go too far and probably beat them up.
Thank you. So they was like, we don't need this hassle. So they figured whatever they need.
6th incident.
So speaking of Kanye West, that brings up Kim Kardashian. Mm-hmm. Kim Kardashian was on the cover of her magazine, and Charlamagne and it was making fun, saying she looked whiter than white.
Oh, really? She didn't have her little brown tone?
No brown tone, blonde hair. She looks white. She's back to being white.
Blonde. She matching her sister?
Yeah, they all blonde.
What's her name with the blonde?
Yeah, they white. they real white now though. Before it was the braids and all that. So and then she dated Pete, so she might be back white again.
She go back and forth.
So and remember Kanye
look like the sister.
Remember Kanye said she was half white. I don't know what that means. I guess he don't consider Armenian white.
Their background,
right? He must say that's Middle Eastern or whatever. That's not white.
Yeah, which he's right. It's not. They're not like from Europe.
Well,
Switzerland and
because
Ireland.
He always called her
real white skin.
He called her half white, but Charlamagne them said she's white.
Biracial.
She white now.
Okay,
so she on the cover, and apparently she's embracing the people making a joke saying, "What are you? You're no talent. You have no talent. Why are you famous?" Ooh. So she answers that question in the magazine.
Okay, her name is famous.
About people keep saying, "What talent do you have?
Ooh.
Why are you famous?"
Ooh.
She said, "I have a talent, and that's marketing and promotion." And she's absolutely correct.
Marketing and promoting her name.
No, she's right. The Kardashians can market and promote anything.
Their name, anything from them, anything. If she couldn't market somebody else.
But how do you get that famous if you have no talent in doing that? They gotta have talent.
I think the dad dropped the seed and they just ran with it.
Well, that's true.
Wow. I mean, I don't.
But you gotta have some talent, though.
No, her talent is probably legal. Would be in the books that she's trying to do and help be a mouthpiece for people like that.
And then that made Charlamagne
talent would be in glamorous.
Well, I think she does have a promotion and marketing talent. That's my opinion.
You said her mom does.
Oh, Chris, don't nobody come close to Chris.
Yeah.
Chris is actually the brains behind the family.
If you've been a seed's been planted where your name, your dad has a little bit of history in your name, and you market that name where it becomes such a big brand.
Yeah, that's a name.
You're a good.
The Kardashian promoter. Is a brand, so
their brand.
All right, so that led Charlamagne again to double down on what he said yesterday. Black men need to only be with black women.
Yeah. Did he get a lot of
I don't know
negative letters?
He don't care. He's stupid. You know Charlamagne don't care.
He don't care.
Black men should only marry black women. He doubled down on it.
Why did he?
Well, because we was talking about Kim Kardashian again. So that's why he was saying if Kanye would have married a black woman, he wouldn't have had all these issues. Which is stupid because
Kanye would have been Kanye no matter who he married.
Exactly.
Blue, Martian.
But he went into that. Envy said, "Oh boy, you're gonna get it. So you're gonna get the letters," and he don't care. And then Envy said, "What happens?" Because Charlamagne got little girls. He said, "I can't wait till your daughters get older and
bring a white man home."
He said, "Prom, and ding dong on the bell."
Hello,
and then when you open the door, it's going to be Oliver. And Oliver's going to say, hi, Mr. Maine. That ain't his name. I'm just saying that. Hi, Mr. Maine. Is Isabel here? And Charlamagne said, "Get thee behind me, Satan. The devil is a liar. You're not going to curse. I rebuke you." He said to Envy, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Everything that you say, I rebuke that. I take it out of the atmosphere. And the devil is a liar
and will not bring him home."
So
they will meet at the school.
He said
they will do everything behind his back.
Let me tell you something. I don't care what Charlamagne says. His daughters are young, and by the time they get older, everybody gonna be dating everybody.
A blue man gonna come.
Anybody can show up. A girl can show up.
That's his color.
A girl, a white girl,
can
show up. About that? Talking about a white boy.
Talking about a white boy.
It could be a white or a white. They won't be boy and girl, but then they'll be they. A white they. Show up.
Yes, sir. I go by they.
I'm not gender binder. By the time they get older.
So be ready, my man.
All right. So that's why he said, "Get thee behind me, Satan," and all this stuff. Him and Envy was laughing at each other. All right. So French Montana.
Is that a rapper?
Oh, that's a rapper. Write his name down. French Montana.
Why would he call himself French?
That's his name. He's from like the Middle East too or something. He says that he's kicking addiction. He just got over addiction. He's addiction. I don't know.
Drugs?
Yeah, drugs.
Wow.
And he's working with an organization. Good idea, this organization. It's called Guardian Recovery, something like that. Do you know now when you have to kick an addiction, you have to go to one of those places? Mm-hmm. This organization does in-home care. Like the nurses, how we had the nurse come here when Mama was
but what do?
They come and help you kick it, detox it in your home. So you don't have to go to the
But how do you know that they are not falling off the wagon, leaving the house.
They stay. They probably stay with you. I don't know. I don't know the whole program. I'm just saying that's what they do. So he's working with this organization to help raise money for him. And he said they don't have anything like that now, where the people can come to your house and help you detox.
With pandemic and stuff, people were really careful about even nurses coming to the house.
And you always see those movies. You always see those movies where the friend be helping the person detox at home and they be throwing up in the bucket and all that. That's probably what they do. It's probably not for long care. It's probably for like that first 24, 48 hours or something. And they help you detox.
So what makes this program better than them just going to the actual place?
Because he says some people don't go because it's embarrassing and they don't want to go to a facility. They rather do it in their house. And I understand that because that can be embarrassing, especially if you like in a position like a teacher or something where people don't know that you have an addiction. You want to kick it, but you don't want everybody, mama, to know that you know.
So I was just questioning: do they live there? How often do they come?
I don't know.
They would have to make sure your home is free of that,
right,
not hidden under a pillow.
But the point is that it's like home care, nursing, how they do now when they come to your house and stuff.
Okay.
He said he was inspired by Mac Miller. That's a rapper. He's passed away. It's a white guy. M-A-C Miller. He was a white guy that was a rapper, and he died of addiction.
Really?
And he said Mac Miller inspired him to kick his addiction because he didn't want to die, I guess, like him.
Wow.
So that inspired him to become sober. And he said becoming sober is the hardest thing he's ever done. I think the hardest thing that he's ever done is that hairstyle. Because if you see French Montana.
What's his hairstyle?
French Montana goes through 100 million hairstyles.
Really?
Yeah, and they're all ugly.
Okay,
but I'm just being funny.
Does he have braids, locks?
He has braids. He has locks. He has it's dyed, fried, and laid to the side.
Maybe he be on drugs when he's doing his hair.
Oh, you know what? Maybe all those styles and stuff.
Maybe his hair was so really nice, clean now.
No, he's still stupid.
Okay,
but yeah, he has a lot of hair. But he's saying becoming sober was the hardest thing he's ever done.
So that's that. If that's a struggle for that. Because a lot of us have struggles and we don't want to admit it.
Right.
It could be food addiction.
What if they have something like that for food addiction and we have a nurse, they come in and they clean everything out of your place and they stay with you for like a whole month and you can't get nothing.
Isn't that called personal cook, a chef?
No, but this person not only cooks for you, but you can't go out like to McDonald's or nothing. They go with you everywhere for a whole month.
Wow, like a trainer.
And then they put some kind of bell on you. Remember the honeymooners?
If you remember that bad, then you can.
Remember the honeymooners? Remember the honeymooners?
Yeah, the bell was sleepwalking.
No, I was thinking of the puppy too. Oh, the sleepwalker.
No,
yeah.
No.
And they tie some kind of belt like a
He heard the bell to ring so he can not go outside.
You know how when you get out of jail and they put that thing on you
with that ball, a chain.
The thing they put on you so you can't leave. Go out of area.
Oh yeah, the brace with ankle bracelet, something like that.
It could be like an ankle bracelet, and it goes off if you leave the house.
Then my dear took it off and put it on the dog or something. Okay,
but I'm thinking of something like that.
Okay,
I'm thinking of people real big, like 600-700 pounds.
Well, you know that those documentaries they've done on the TV, My 600-Pound Life or something. They had to say yes for them to bring cameras in.
That's what I'm saying.
And them cameras was on them, even in the blood, sweat, and tears. They was crying. Her one girlfriend brought some KFC in.
Why do people do that?
And she's on the camera.
Why do people do? If you can somebody explain that? If the person is in the bed and they're 1,000 pounds, why are people bringing them KFC?
They
can't eat it if you don't bring it, and they can cuss you out. They can't get up. They too big. They can't hit you.
They can't run for you.
They can't hit you. They can't do nothing but yell at you.
They were saying family members and friends was enabling that.
Why do people do that?
I don't know. They just don't want to see them hurting. They crying. They begging, please.
And even like real big kids. Why are you giving your kid KFC and they already 100 pounds and they only 5 years old?
No, you got to be ready to. Now, if you're gonna try to wean them off of it, what are you gonna do? It's like a drug. Like he said, it was hard for him to become sober. Oh, that's hard, you guys. And any addiction.
And some big people, it is a glandular problem or something like that.
Glands.
Glands or your But a lot of
thyroid.
A lot of it is you eating KFC.
Yeah.
Let's stop with that. The gland problem. I have a gland problem. Your gland problems. The first initials is KFC.
So whatever.
And you look at their diets, and it's not a gland
what
problem.
leads to it. And the doctors left on that documentary. The doctor was it was the same doctor too for every big person.
He's probably a big go-to doctor. Who is he? I need to call him.
I don't know. You can probably go is it TBN?
You lost a lot of weight a long time ago when you used to get those shots.
And that wasn't good. I don't know. You know what I was getting shot up with, but I was losing weight.
But it was taking your appetite.
What's her name? Lost a lot of weight. Did she say how?
Who? On Raven Simone. I don't know.
Was it healthy? Was it?
I don't know.
It was drastic because she had a lot of problems with gaining weight too.
And some people get the gastric. You still got to lose weight.
Yeah, you have to learn how to eat.
You have to learn how to eat. And then some people are metabolism. We can't eat what everybody else eats.
Yeah.
Now that part, that's true. Mm-hmm. Some people can just eat. They can eat anything they want. They don't gain anything. Okay. And then some people. And then I notice the older I get, I can't eat as what before if I would like starve myself or whatever, I'll lose weight in a week. Mm-hmm. I can starve myself for a week. Now I don't lose nothing. See, if anything, I gain more
as you get older. Yeah.
So your body changes. Mm-hmm. But anyway.
Okay. Well, good for him, though.
Good for him. But if we get enough money, man, if we start making more money,
I would love to have a personal chef.
We definitely getting a cook.
That alone.
Then just stay away from fast food.
We have a friend that we were trying to collaborate with. In fact, we're gonna go back to that where they
cook for us on
Tuesday and Wednesday because they had to eat. They have to change their eating habits.
Why don't we just have her cook every day?
No,
and pay her.
No, that's too much. That's too much for them, and they're young.
Don't they cook every day anyway?
Mm-mm. Oh, I wouldn't want.
Why don't we do different people? So she still cook Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we get somebody else to cook Thursday and Friday,
and just buy the food for them to cook.
And buy the food.
We could.
We might do that,
who's
y'all.
Willing to do that?
And we'll tell y'all each day when we come on here and do our reviews how we do it.
If
you start seeing our face start going down,
you're gonna say they got somebody cooking for them.
They got somebody cooking
because it feels good to eat healthy, and it's good if somebody's preparing it. Because I don't cook.
So let's do that. Find somebody.
That.
We got her
a few days.
We got her. You didn't ask her this week. She could have cooked today.
I wanted to wait until a week or so after, everybody got better because some people were still not feeling well.
Okay, so next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we'll find somebody for Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
For real, I'm serious.
Okay.
And then we got to do something on the rest of the days, though. All right. Anyway.
We need a plan.
Tiana Taylor. All right, going to Tiana Taylor.
Tiana.
She the one that danced in that Kanye. Oh, that's the one with the husband. That's the basketball player. Coming to America. Okay. She I guess she said she's doing a farewell tour. Tour. She's tired of singing and nobody responding and all this other stuff. So she really wants to sing. That's her big thing.
Really?
And the record label, she's signed to Kanye, I believe.
Can she sing?
Yeah, she can sing. But she's not getting no push. So she's tired.
People see her in a different light.
Yeah, I see her more as an entertainer and all around entertainer.
Yeah.
She's like Jonay or whatever her name is, the one that wears black and white.
Oh,
you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, and who does acting? I like her acting.
That's how I see Tiana Taylor.
Yeah.
So I think she needs to go in that lane. But anyway, she I thought I saw. Dr. Vaughn. There she goes. She did little hearts.
Hey.
I didn't know if I could see when people say something. So there you go. You the number 5th person in here.
All right.
That's all right. We despise nice small beginnings.
All
right. But anyway, so she was at her farewell tour, and Janet Jackson came and supported her.
That's nice.
And she was happy. And that might make her want to stay singing. Because Janet Jackson can't sing.
Ooh.
But Janet Jackson is a big celebrity.
Yeah.
You don't have to sing.
Yeah.
So she can show her you don't have to sing.
But like
you could just be who you are.
Her name, I still don't know her as a singer.
I wanna do if I was your girl, I could do. Janet Jackson.
Oh, can you sing a song I know? I don't know that one. I don't know that Janet Jackson one.
It's the pleasure principle.
Yes. I actually sat and watched Poetic Justice. Is it Poetic?
And Janet can't act.
She can't act.
Principle of pleasure.
But that was cool.
Michael can't act either, and I love Michael Jackson.
With Tupac. So she dipped and dabbed and everything.
And I love Michael Jackson. He can't act.
Exactly. I mean,
she can too sing with what's that say? I can't see without my glasses.
A cable remote and still sell out LOL.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah,
if you're a well-rounded entertainer,
yeah,
you may be do all of it, but you may be gifted in one of those areas or two. She may be a good She's a good dancer.
Nobody can beat Tiana Taylor.
With her and Janet.
Yeah, nobody can beat her in dancing. She got the dancer down.
Acting, she did it in Good Times. I forget Janet Jackson was in Good Times.
Don't burn me, mama. Don't burn me. No, mama. No, mama. JJ. Every time looking at ugly JJ. Oh. But anyway.
So she's dipped and dabbed. So let's see. Maybe Janet Jackson has sparked her interest.
I hope she cried and everything because Janet Jackson. That's huge. If I'm on stage and Janet Jackson come out for me, I'm girl. Bye. Yeah. I've been in fame. Yeah. So Nicki Minaj, apparently,
now should I write her down?
You don't have Nicki Minaj?
I thought I had her.
Nicki Minaj, the rapper.
Because I only put asterisks. Oh yeah, I do. I have her.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj.
I only got 2 women down right now.
Who?
Megan
Thee Stallion.
And I didn't know it was.
So I haven't mentioned.
I didn't know it was Megan Thee Stallion, not the Stallion.
I guess
we'll talk about her a little bit on The View.
With, they talked about her today. Hillary. Don't go there. We're gonna talk
Hillary.
All right. Okay.
I haven't talked about. Everybody's hanging on Megan Thee Stallion.
I haven't talked about Cardi B yet. That's why you haven't written her down.
No.
Oh, then don't write it.
Put her down.
No, because we ain't talked about her yet.
Oh,
you doing them as I talk about.
Exactly.
All right. So Nicki Minaj.
So you guys know, she's naming all these rappers. I ain't never heard of these weird names.
She don't know.
She didn't say Red Man. I thought it was Method Man.
He coming up.
French Montana.
Right. All right.
Mac Miller, who passed away. Kodak Black.
All right.
Where those names come from?
Okay. So Nicki Minaj was on the show. I guess that show, the MTV Awards, I think, wasn't it?
That's an award show?
Yeah. The MTV Award show.
That was recently?
Yeah, you know that. And apparently she lost a fingernail, one of those acrylic fingernails or whatever.
Okay.
And the guy in the front row picked it up and he's selling it now on eBay for the bid is up to $14,000 for her acrylic nail.
Look at my face.
They bidding on it.
14.
It's probably go more than that.
Nicki Minaj's.
That's what it's up to.
Nail.
The acrylic nail.
Who is bidding on this? Is her fans?
Charlamagne was trying to be funny and say enemy. And you can't put no hex on it because it's an acrylic nail. It don't come from her. He think being funny. Talking about somebody trying to get her nail to do some hokey pokey stuff.
Like a voodoo doll.
Yeah, but he's saying it's a fake nail. So it's not going to work. He was telling the person out there trying to buy it. But no, I think they just want it because it belongs to Nicki Minaj.
That is really stupid. It's not like Michael Jackson's glove or sock. That's an acrylic nail that you can get from the Walgreens.
And the guy took pictures and
everything.
He
could say that it's hers.
No, he took pictures authentic. He showed them fixing her nail on the side of the stage and the picture of her nail without it.
Is she laughing probably like, really?
$14,000. All right. Now, Method Man. You was asking. I said,
I got Method down. Method Man. I like Method Man.
Apparently, Wu-Tang is on tour, which is cool. Everybody love Wu-Tang. And Method Man's not with them. So people are sending him hate messages saying, why are you not?
Why is he not?
Because he's in Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
So they say, are you not with Wu-Tang? Are y'all beefing? He said, first of all, let me come on here. Because he said, y'all know I don't never come on here. Let me come on here and clear this up.
Okay.
He said, those my brothers. I love my brothers. We ain't got there's no beef, none of that. He said, but it's good that I'm 51 now and I have options. He said, I'm doing a movie. And I can't do the tour and the movie.
Because he is in a lot of shows.
He said, but I love my brother. He said they Wu-Tang without me. I don't have to be there for them to be Wu-Tang. And he's right. No, you can still boo Wu-Tang without Method Man. Yes, you can. You got it. And guess who they replaced them with? And you'll say, no, or get out of the way then.
Who?
Busta Rhymes. And Nas. Yeah, see, so be quiet.
We'll do your thing, Method Man. We'll be okay with Busta Rhymes.
Thank you. I knew you shut up then. Go and write Busta Rhymes' name down there and Nas. Because you writing rappers' names down. Busta Rhymes. And Nas.
I love Busta Rhymes.
And Nas. Because you love Busta.
N-A-Z.
NAS.
NAS.
Yeah. I knew you was gonna say that when I said Busta Rhymes, you was gonna get rid of that. They need Method Man.
I mean, Method Man did make the complete group.
Right.
But I know I've been seeing him in movies and TV shows.
But he said he supports them 100%. It's no beef. He just doing.
Everybody thinks there's beef. I think when they think about what's the group that was with they did the verses. What's his name? The
Which
Dance, and he's out now. He's out of the
Omarion.
They think that there's beef like how he was with that group.
No, that group was ridiculous. Their beef is ridiculous.
Crazy.
All right, so apparently I don't watch the P Valley show that everybody keep talking about, that P Valley show. But
that's about strippers and
I guess. I don't know. I don't watch
Megan was in there for
Megan
episode.
Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
I guess there's the rapper in there, Little Murder. That's the fake name. It's fake, but you can write it down, fake. I guess. It's
Little Murder. Asterisk by it.
And he was on Tamara Hall show.
Why would your name be Little Murder?
That's
funny. Not funny.
They probably being funny.
Because it's a TV show.
He was on Tamara Hall show.
Oh, okay. She had him talk. She talked to him.
And she was talking to him.
Okay.
And she was just asking him about the show and his big. It made him famous being on this show and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
And he started crying. Now let me talk about this.
Your name gonna be Little Murder and you crying?
No, hold on for a second. Now the reason why I wanted to say this because I wasn't gonna talk about it at first.
How old is he?
I don't know. I don't watch the show. Oh. I didn't even see him. I just heard them talking about
young, if he's teen,
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
But the thing is, I know I said I want a guy who shows emotion and he cries and stuff.
But not like that.
But do you want some? I don't know if I ever seen a guy cry on a talk show.
You're such a good rapper. I really enjoy you. You do? Thank you.
Why is he crying on a talk show?
I can see if he got teary-eyed because
he got teary because he was excited. He was saying thank you for this blessing.
No, I could see him getting a little teary-eyed if it's about his mom or somebody that's really close to him who just recently died. You expect a little, we miss her. I miss her much.
He got teary-eyed
over just a compliment.
Well, because this is a big break for him, and that's fine. Maybe it's a different generation. He might be young.
But can you hold on to the tears? We can see emotion, but you don't have to cry.
Let's see what Little Murder. How old is Little Murder?
Get a little teary-eyed, but did he break down crying?
Dave just said he cried.
Wow.
I never know how to do your phone. Wow. Oh, okay. They just said
Little Murder.
Little Murder. Lil
L-I-L.
Lil Murder.
Lil Murder. He sure don't fit that name.
He gotta be young,
There's
right?
Some little tears.
Because
big tears.
He gotta be young, right?
I don't know. I've seen previews of the show. I personally don't watch it.
It's about gay guys, right?
Right. And I think they're strippers too. Do they have two sets of?
I'm looking here. It says gay.
Because the transgenders and all that, and they're stripping too.
This is
because if you at the club,
He young. Okay, all right. And
he got a tattoo on his eye. What does that mean?
That's fake.
On
probably.
The cheek. Okay,
that's right. He murdered. That means you murdered all that stuff on your.
Oh, so he playing a role.
It's a role. It's not real. His name is not real. Little Murder.
Oh, okay.
This him for real.
Oh, he's still too grown to cry. He looks too old.
And I know some people gonna probably comment in the section and say that's wrong. Men can cry.
I'm sorry. Not for a compliment. If somebody talking about your mom who passed away or you lost your baby. Your wife died in a car accident. That's not because
if you say that's a nice tie.
Thank you. My sister puts it out. No. Come on,
man.
Come on, man. Hold on. Be strong.
But some people probably don't care if a guy cries over stuff like that.
If they cry a lot, that's another thing too.
I just don't want
to watch how often they cry. If they cry for big moments.
I don't have a problem if you don't mind if a man cry because each person is different. I don't like to see men cry unless it's over something like major. If he hit his hand, don't cry.
Ouch.
Don't cry.
And I know
this. And I know some people don't care. Or that. Or he had a bad day. Don't cry. A woman, and I know that's sexist. Oh. I know I'm being sexist. I don't mind if my wife come home or my lady come home and she had a hard day and she crying. I don't want my man to come home and do that.
Remember when we told?
Am I wrong? I'll put that out in the community section.
Remember when we
see if y'all think like that?
Dad, when he came home late,
yeah,
he walked in. Dad's mom just passed away.
That's different.
and it was hard to tell him.
Yeah,
she was sick. Dad, grandma passed away.
Yeah, and he left. He didn't want to cry.
He left out. He didn't even cry in front of us.
Yeah, he didn't want to cry.
So I feel that. I expect that.
And the dude that I like,
she did.
Right? And I wouldn't care if he did in front of us. Over that, I wouldn't mind.
Because his mom.
Yeah, that's different.
Okay.
But not.
That's a nice tie. You're doing really well in that show. Thank you.
And you start
worked
crying.
hard for that. I went through acting school and everything. I still owe money too. I appreciate you, Tamara Hall.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, I don't either.
So I don't know. And we wrong. There's some.
I don't care.
There's some women out there who don't care.
That. I don't like it.
But some women don't care. I'm gonna put it on the community wall tab and ask y'all that question. Do you mind? Do you care? Maybe I'll say.
You have to word
it. I got to word in a way where what situation would warrant you if your man cried and levels. I'll have levels
in public.
Maybe a friend or family member passed away.
Yes.
But
dog.
If somebody compliments his shoes, if he cries, would you?
A compliment. He's had a bad day.
He had a bad day.
He hit his hand.
I can't.
Some men don't cry and they're in pain. They could be in excruciating pain and they still don't cry.
They should know. That's me. But that's wrong to expect. And here's the thing. I could just be old school. Young girls probably don't care. Because these boys be crying at everything, the way the moms raise them.
That's true.
And some of them ain't even raised by their dad. So they sensitive. They real sensitive.
I guess you would want.
They raised by their mom and she cried over everything. So he watching her, he gonna cry over everything.
But think about it. Would you want him to cry to release or would you
hold it? I'd rather have him cry. If not crying means somebody gets hit in the head later with a bottle, just let him cry.
Move on with life.
Let him cry. Okay. I'd rather have him be good with his feelings.
Yes.
I just wouldn't want him. But another woman may not mind a guy being that open. And I don't want a guy that open to talk about his feelings. I don't want to hear about that.
We tried to get it.
A guy hurt your feelings today because he told you that your tie is ugly.
We were watching
I don't want to hear that.
Love and Marriage, Atlanta.
Yeah.
And Monique.
Oh, yeah.
And her husband.
He's ridiculous, though.
Chris was trying.
Oh, no, I thought you were talking about what's her name.
He was really trying.
No, Chris, I agree.
Be there for Monique and share.
Yes, that's different.
Listen.
That's different.
And people were like, Monique, you don't get it.
Exactly.
He's an ex-football player. Yeah. He takes care of the kids during the day.
She was being too tough.
Yes.
I agree. A man should be able to talk to you about how he feels.
And you need to listen to how he communicates. Yes. He communicates differently than you do. Yes. And she took everything so personal. Right. Even how he was communicating.
Right.
And then he got mad because what did I say? How did I say it?
Right.
That's what I'm feeling, babe. You want me to be real?
But he didn't cry.
No, he didn't.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't cry.
To this day, I think he's a good guy. So he and his
but
wife.
That's just me. Everybody has different opinions. But anyway,
okay.
Donkey of the day.
Oh, what is the donkey?
Apparently a Popeyes in Atlanta. Okay. This college student, female.
No.
She was delivering and was
was this the homeless one?
Yeah, let me. Oh, you heard about it?
Yeah, it was on the news.
Okay.
Yesterday.
She was delivering for DoorDash and she was picking up an order and there was a homeless man outside of her car of Popeyes. So she wanted to add on and buy him some chicken or something and a drink.
Yes.
And they didn't want to sell it to her.
They didn't want her buying for him.
To buy for the homeless man. Hold on. So apparently they got pissed off so much. I guess she was trying to insist that they do it. They called the police. The police didn't do nothing.
But she had him on camera.
She had it all on
camera. I don't care. The store people
all on camera. But I'm going to take a position on this that you're going to be surprised I'm going to take.
Well, we listened to the police officers
when
they came.
The general manager.
They appreciative.
Right, they didn't do nothing.
They
the general manager. They had to call the general manager.
Wow.
He agreed to give the man some food. He didn't like. He said, "Give him, let her.
Piece of
if she want to buy him some food, she could do that." And he didn't go with what the employee said.
Yeah,
he went over their heads and said, "Give him."
So how do you taking a different stand?
All right, now listen to this, and I know I'm gonna get some hate mail for this. I don't like homeless people at fast food restaurants. or at restaurants.
We got one down the street. He hang out there.
And if you in the drive,
I just ignore them.
They knock on your window. They come by
and
and
I
ask
did
you
give
for
one guy a jewel. I said, dude, I'm not. This is my last dollar. I'm
now
giving
listen.
you. And I need you to get some help.
I'm gonna start off. That's what I'm going to say. I'm gonna start off controversial, but I have a remedy for this. Okay, it's not giving them food. I agree with the lady
that's feeding.
Even though she was ghetto, but not give the lady at the cash register.
No,
she's absolutely correct.
And she was mean.
If you get that dude food, we'll never get rid of him. He'll always be there.
She should have said that.
Well, hold on.
She should have said that, man. If you feed him, he'll never go.
Not only that, he gonna tell all his friends.
And they gonna come.
It's gonna be a ring of homeless people around that Popeyes.
I see what you're saying.
So I get it. Hold on.
Okay.
So I understand. But Charlamagne was saying they're not animals.
She shouldn't have never said who she was buying for.
Well, Charlamagne said they're humans. They're not animals. It's not like you throwing a piece of chicken out to a dog,
catch that,
and then every stray dog will be around Popeyes. They feed you too. Although this is controversial, it's the truth. If you throw some chicken to a dog that's hanging around Popeyes, every stray dog in about a month will be around Popeyes. Birds too.
Birds, you throw some crumbs, they all gonna come down and fight over it.
So this is my remedy. And rather than them doing what they did, which is we don't want to do no.
Don't feed them.
Any homeless person that's coming to your restaurant, you need to be trying to figure out how to help them. Not be
your
homeless.
Sign says no soliciting, so they really shouldn't be on the premises.
But you really need to, in my opinion, that keeps away the ones that don't want help. Because if I had a restaurant and you come to my restaurant and you're homeless, I'm going to feed you and I'm going to try to get you from being homeless.
And being around that place.
I'm going to try to find you a place to stay. I'm going to try to get you into some drug rehabilitation center. I'm going to be trying to find people.
You know, with the mental health issues,
I'm going to be trying to see if you can get help.
They're going to walk away.
So you're going to not want to come to my restaurant if you don't want help.
Yeah.
It'll word to get out. Only the homeless people who want help will come to her restaurant.
Word to go out that nobody will come near his restaurant anymore.
Don't come to my restaurant. He's gonna
make you get.
You gonna get some help, or I'm gonna get you off the street. You're not gonna be sitting in front of my restaurant with a sign or banging on people's windows as they go through the drive-thru. It's unfortunate
that I don't think a lot of restaurant owners feel that way. They don't care about people hanging out unless they not now in the situation I told in our last thing. I'm sorry. We saw the lady near the Wendy's in Chicago and we pulled over. There's a car full of us. So I don't like it when I'm by myself, but we were in a car together. She asked the homeless lady, she said, "You hungry?" She said, "I'm hungry. Can you give me some money for spare change, whatever?" And my friend said, "We can go to Wendy's right here and get you a meal." I don't like Wendy's. And my friend said, "Well, you're not that hungry then." And we drove off.
Yeah.
Because she was picky. One time we followed somebody downtown Chicago. We went to Burger King. One of the girls was getting ready to buy the homeless person who followed us in there some food. People were saying to her, "Don't buy him nothing." Or the lady, "Don't buy her nothing." Do you not know she bought the lady a Burger King meal? That lady threw it down and was going off. And the people said, "Ma'am, we said don't buy her any." There's a mental situation with her. And you think you're helping, but sometimes you make it worse when you
I was at McDonald's recently, and it's that homeless man, he was in there yelling at the cashier.
See?
Said, "I gave you $5 and all this and that." And see, that's why they don't want all of that.
They don't want all that.
So I see both sides to that.
And she wouldn't have never said anything. They wouldn't have known that she was giving it for him. She shouldn't have said anything because she was saying he was by her window.
Oh, and
I need nuggets. I want to give him a meal. And they were like, "No, ma'am, don't buy nothing for him." That lady and she started videotaping.
And how do we know that that's not the 5th nugget meal that he got that day?
Yeah. But they called the cops on her. Cops like, what can we do? She ain't doing nothing.
So I see both sides to that.
Wow.
I don't disagree all the way with not saying that. I just feel like you need to do something though. That's my opinion.
Go above and beyond.
And I worked where I used to before I was doing full time. Now we have our own business. The place that I worked at downtown here, we had homeless people that would come in and sit in the door when it got cold.
Oh.
And
to stay warm.
And my boss said, "No, you can't sit in here."
No.
Because people can't come. They're not going to step over you to come in here. So how you got to turn them away though.
Yeah. Yeah. There's places that they're hopefully are putting out there for these people to go to.
But she was a good reference for places that they can go to.
Yeah.
And if you want us to take you there, we will. And they would say no. Well, then you can't.
You got to leave then.
That's how I would do my rest. The way she handled homeless people is the way I would do it.
Do you really?
If you're gonna come here, I'm gonna help you. And if you don't want help, you're not hanging out around here. That's it.
Remember that girl in Chicago? They bought up hotel rooms for all of them to stay for the home. It was really cold that one night. And that one homeless man, he didn't want to leave his little homeless home.
Why would you? Oh, yeah, because he had a nice house.
He didn't want nobody stealing his stuff. So he was one homeless man they had on the news that didn't go to the
and he was right.
hotel. Everybody else went to the hotel because they wanted the place warm.
No, but he was right.
But he didn't leave.
He built up that place.
Little cardboard box.
Yeah.
He was like, I ain't going nowhere.
He built up that place. Why would I want to leave there?
But remember we were in, and if those of you who live in LA, I hate to say, I think you guys have the worst homeless problem.
I used to think that till we went to Seattle. Well, I don't know who's worse.
I think
LA
was
Seattle.
Worse. LA had a whole community down the whole.
Seattle does too.
Oh, it's a community, you guys. That's not good.
They got villages.
Yeah, village.
Both of them do.
Oh.
Now this guy right here, Vince Staples, he's a rapper. I wanted to show you.
I put him
down?
Was.
You can say his name.
What's his name?
Vince Staples.
VINCESTAPLES.
Yeah.
Okay.
So apparently he's got a new show he's going to be in, lead on Netflix comedy with Kenya Barris. Kenya Barris is the director or writer
of
I can't remember the name
Grownish.
No. Blackish. And he's making this guy, he's going to debut as a lead in this. It's probably going to be like the Fresh Prince or something. Oh. But look out for his name, Vince Staples. They talked about him.
Now, didn't Kenya do Grownish and
he probably did. He probably did all of those.
Okay.
But Blackish.
Okay.
So yeah, he got a Netflix show coming out with Vince Staples.
Okay.
As the lead character.
Okay.
And that was it. That was basically
so she was called the donkey of the day?
Donkey of the day was Popeyes.
Oh,
he gave Popeyes the donkey,
saying don't buy it.
But I was trying to take both sides on that.
I see what you're saying. I didn't think about that. Feeding him, he would never go away.
And how does she know he didn't have 600 meals that day?
Nobody thinks that when you're feeding somebody or you're giving them money. Because remember, they're trying to collect.
And I fed homeless people who were happy to get the food. They was actually hungry.
Mm-hmm. Remember, we left that I don't know if you were with us when we ate Chinese food in Chinatown in Chicago, and some of us had leftovers. And you gave it to and one of the guys that was with us gave his leftover to a homeless. They were so happy.
Oh, some homeless people, they love that. They'll eat that food.
Okay.
It's some panhandlers that be trying to just get money out of people that don't, And I told you that if you learn anything about real homeless people, you rarely see them. They usually under bridges and they stay hidden. They come out later at night.
What was the comedy they had? Was it real documentary or was that a comedy where they had the homeless person getting the money and then they around the corner they went in their BMW and drove away?
That's real life. I got a short on here because I post shorts. I got a part 1 through 3 of homeless people that are fake.
Oh my God.
Well, this one guy, and he says, and apparently it's legal. It was something he said it's legal to do that.
But isn't that
it's legal to beg for money
unless you see a sign that says no?
But it's legal to beg for money.
You're kidding.
In some cities, yeah.
You had to do it when you was trying to get home one day.
Oh, you doing my story when I was at DePaul?
When you were
I was at DePaul. Student. This was before phones. Our cell phones. Yes. And when I was at college, and my stupid friends, we went up to O'Hare Airport, and we was picking up. It was somebody coming in. I can't remember, but we got separated. And I walked all over that airport looking for them, and I couldn't find them, and they couldn't find me. And that was the days before where they didn't have phones. And they used to say the people's names over the intercom. You used to go over to the person and say, "Can you say?" And I would say my friend's name, and they didn't listen. I said, "They probably gone." They probably said, "Let's just meet back at campus." I ain't had no money, so I couldn't even get on the train. So I was standing outside the train with my DePaul T-shirt on, asking people for money.
A DePaul t-shirt.
And the way
of all places.
The way people look
that's
at
an expensive
me.
school. That's like having Harvard on your shirt.
But how they didn't know I just didn't was wearing that t-shirt.
Yeah, that's true too.
But the way some people looked.
They looked down at you.
I never look at homeless people the same way ever since then. I had people look at me like I was the scum of the earth.
Asking for
when
money.
I said, "Do you have $1?" They looked at me like, how dare you ask me for money?
That's sad.
And I had people that didn't acknowledge you. Like you be standing right in front of them. They go right like this. Excuse me, I'm a college student. I need to get home. Does anybody have $1? And this one person, I still tear up to this day when I think about it. I told you, gave me $5. Oh. They came up to me. I said, and by that time I was like 2 hours asking for $1.
Oh, no.
And I said, I don't even think I was even hardly saying it anymore. I was just like, you have any money for me to get home? And he said, sure, here's $5. I looked up at that man as if glory. I said, thank you. I said, oh my God, sir, thank you so much. Mm-hmm. And I started crying. And he said, it's okay. I said, my friends left me and I don't have any money and I can't get home. He said, that's no problem.
That was nice. See, you plant a seed.
And I was standing right by the lady at the booth. She could have let me in. No. And I said to somebody, I was smaller than I am now. I should have just jumped over the thing. Like everybody else does in the city. But I was being the right way and standing out there for hours. She could have let me in. She saw me standing there for 2 hours asking people for money.
And how much was the train ride?
Back then, it might have been like 90 cents. Because I was asking for $1. So I gave her that $5. She gave my change back.
That was nice of that man.
Why didn't that lady let me in?
I don't know.
She knew I wasn't no bum or no homeless person.
Went through, you should like, give me back my change.
I said, now I can get in.
Have a nice day.
You. And I walked on in. Look, that's how you feel. You feel good when somebody give you money. That's how homeless people probably feel. You walk in, get your shower.
Thank you.
You feel like a new person.
So I understand.
And then the next day, it starts all over again. But I walked in, my head held high. Walked in and sat down on the train.
To the friends, they
went back to the dorm. My friend
just left you hanging.
And they said, we thought you come back. I said I didn't have no money. They was like, oh, we didn't know that. So I got back late that night. It was nighttime when I got back. And they was all eating pizza, relaxing. They said, where was you at? I said, I was begging for money to get home.
This was before
no phones.
Can you imagine, guys? There were no phones back in the day.
I didn't even have a dime to call you or anybody.
Mm-hmm. I remember this one lady when I was working at the expo, the Women's Black Expo in Chicago. This is when cell phones started coming out.
When they were big.
When they first came out.
Bigger than this thing.
She said, I'm not gonna get a cell phone. I don't need a cell phone.
How'd that work out for her?
And she commuted from Springfield to Chicago to do this event with us, a volunteer. And so the following year, we volunteered again and we saw her. We said, so how's the not having a cell phone? But she said, when my car broke down on the highway, I said, I am never going to not have a phone again. I don't even
remember the days of, you know what? Back in the day, your car break down, the police officer would pull up.
Mm-hmm. You
remember?
Wait.
Because they would circle the
highways.
Yep. Or somebody will give you a ride. Back then, you could go with strangers.
Because we
you didn't think nobody was going to chop your head off then.
I would always be 40 miles from wherever I'm going and run out of gas. And we sit there, laugh, chit chat.
And somebody had to
light.
And when your parents had to pick you up, you had to tell them where you was going to be on the corner of blank, blank, and blank, blank at this time.
Thank God for
I'll wait for 10 minutes. If you're not there, I'm leaving. Find your way home.
I don't think kids today would understand how we got through without them.
All right. A days without a cell phone. Mm-hmm. We had to use a nasty pay phone.
Yes.
All right. Well, anyway, whatever.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So we went over an hour. I didn't want to go over an hour. Okay. All right, y'all. So that was, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This was our first live. Mm-hmm. Thank goodness.
Off my face.
Because I don't have to upload or nothing.
Okay.
So we just go live.
Okay.
Live around the same time every day, about 5:30.
Yeah, if we can.
Live and then record it. So if anybody don't see it, you can look at the recording.
Okay.
And then I usually break these out into smaller segments. Mm-hmm. If something important that we talk about. All right, y'all. So like, share, and subscribe, and always believe. And that was, I'm going to click end. If it don't end,
I'm gonna still be like this.
You're gonna still be stuck. We'll be frozen like they used to do back in the old days. Take time to learn. So let's do that.
Okay.
And that was another Woods Report.